One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Allen. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tigers' offense will have its first possession of the game. And, Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Rides to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for room. It's Allen. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Going right to work up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
On the run, it's Moulton. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easier. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Find some fresh air. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They've got a first down here to open the period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stein. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Right back to the well. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
Grab near the sticks. It's Craver. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the quarterback pulled up two and sacked at the 12.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
and they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage downfield. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
The short hands. It's Craven. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 in middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Complete on third down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams Brice alive on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Simmons. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Worthy. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Worthy. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. After the run, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Good timing on the quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Bounced off his feet.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drop. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and fired complete. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. With the catch, it's Kramer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Kramer. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. That's reeled in. It's Kramer. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Craver. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down, maybe needing a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Flips it out on the screen. And tackled there by the defense. They're left with a tough 4th down situation here, but man, could they use 6 at this point in the game.
And in the 4th quarter, I just don't know how many shots you're going to have left. So it's not ideal. You'd love to be inside the 3 or inside the 1, but I still think this is an opportunity to be aggressive for this offense.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia Southern. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And now on 3rd down after that last run. The snap sets up the throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. There he goes. Running through contact. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As the rooster crows, they're getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead. Fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
He's got the back in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Craver. Breaks into the open. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. You can't take negative.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with